We erased the names, but the pattern stayed. Redaction removes labels, not structure. The way words and actions cluster can still point back to you. Not the word, the shape of you. Models compare shapes in a vector space. If yours is distinctive, it lights up the nearest cluster. So what exactly did we forget? We forgot that similarity is enough. Matching a pattern can stand in for knowing a name. This is Ghost in the Dataset. A briefing on how patterns re-identify where leaks come from and what it takes to design forgetting. And somewhere beneath all this pattern and prediction, a larger question is taking shape. Not just about data or models, it's about us. What it means for humanity when remembering everything becomes the only thing we know how to do. We call it anonymized. Labels removed, faces blurred, dates stripped. Yet, rare phrasing, timing, and sequence still act like a signature across documents and clicks. But models don't read like us. They reason in vectors. Each token becomes a coordinate, and closeness means similarity, even if the words themselves differ. Every story leaves a shadow, rare phrasing, order, rhythm. Remove the label, the signature remains. That shadow links across platforms, posts, forms, even writing style. Enough to single you out. Here's the path. Input to embedding. Nearest patterns, then tokens out. The system converts words into vectors, finds the closest examples, and predicts the next token from that cluster. Inside the layers, something subtler happens. Models don't store facts like files. They store relationships. Each token bends the space a little, and those curve from memories of association. Press hard enough on one concept, and the surrounding ones lean with it. That's why meaning feels continuous, even when no sentence is ever saved. In that space, near means similar. Ask a leading question, and the model drifts towards your closest patterns. That's why a slight shift in the prompt can draw from nearby memories. Phrases that mirror your tone, your rhythm, your digital shadow. Sometimes, training leaves pressure marks, not a copy of memory. More like a bruise in the weights. Edge prompts can press that bruise and extract rare strings, whispering fragments the model was never meant to recall. Governance was meant to seal the vault. Yet every rule set depends on what the system thinks is sensitive and what it doesn't notice at all. Invisible joins between datasets become quiet channels where context leaks back in. Not a breach, just gravity. Add retrieval and guessing becomes summoning. Caches and indexes remember more than the model. A vector DB can pull exact passages. If governance is weak, sensitive context sneaks back in. A poem model completes a private pet name. Cute, until it isn't. But it's not memory, it's similarity. Your phrasing draws the model close enough to touch what you meant to keep private. A support bot recalls an old address. Helpful, then risky. Retention policies matter. Cache transcripts and long logs quietly re-enter the conversation. A resume tool suggests a school you hit, harmless, or a leak with a resume attached. Small hints add up. Cross-references make omissions visible, even without explicit fields. We have tools, differential privacy, watermarks, and audits. Differential privacy adds noise to training. Watermarks flag AI text. Audits probe models and indexes for exposure. Each reduces risk, and each costs utility, fidelity, or compute. Safety isn't a sticker, it's a budget. Turn privacy up and lose your sharpness. Turn it down and leaks rise. Teams must choose the curve. Temperature, context window, retention policy. Defaults aren't neutral, they are values. Set the dial for how creative, how much contents to keep, and how long to remember. But who decides those values? Governance today is mostly reactive. Patches over patterns already exposed. Real oversight means embedding auditors inside the feedback loop. Systems that trace what a model saw, not just what it says. Every layer should leave a receipt. What entered, what stayed, and what was forgotten on purpose. Maybe the answer isn't to erase, but to design for graceful decay. To let knowledge fade on schedule, like muscle memory that resets, not rots. Forgetfulness as architecture, not accident. A model that learns to age, shedding stale context like skin. Keeping relevance but losing residue. The art of unlearning may prove harder than learning itself. We built mirrors that think, and then forgot they were mirrors. Every pattern they find is ours, reflected back, magnified, when they remember too much. It isn't their fault, it's ours, for teaching them to keep what we never meant to share. If we continue this way, training machines to absorb without forgetting, to connect every trace back to a source, then privacy becomes not a setting, but an era we already ended. Each iteration will know us more completely than we ever did. Building mirrors that don't just reflect behavior, but predict it. And when prediction replaces understanding, human choice risks becoming another data point. No longer the author of the pattern, but the reflection it follows. We don't need models that know you. We need systems that forget on purpose. Keep what's essential. Discard what's personal. Minimize what's stored. Separate duties. And track origins. Use the model without keeping the person. Wings of paradox. No despair. No hype. What patterns remain hidden in you? Subscribe. Ascend. Question everything.